Hey guys, this is Darshan Lokhande. I am a pre-final year BTech CSE student at IIIT Pune. Welcome to our channel Learn Competitive Programming with CodeChef. If you're interested in competitive programming and want to learn data structures and algorithms, this is the one-stop destination for you. We post weekly problem explanations and concept videos. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel by hitting that subscribe button and also the bell icon. The problem that we are going to discuss today is Pawri meme. The problem appeared in March 2021 Cook-Off and has a difficulty level of cakewalk. There are no prerequisites to solve this problem, meaning that even with the basic knowledge of programming, you can easily solve this question. The problem statement goes as follows. Chef has been lately inspired with the Pawri meme, so he decides to change all the substrings of a string that spell Party to Pawri and print the resultant string. So the question is pretty straightforward. We'll be given some t number of strings because there will be many test cases. In each string, what we have to do is that if there is a substring that equals Party, that is exactly these characters, okay, and that two continuous set of characters because it is given that it's a substring. So if there is a substring that spells Party, we have to change it to Pawri. So let's see that with some help of examples. So I have here four strings with me. In the first strings, you can see that the string itself is of length 4. So there cannot be a substring of length 5. So the resultant string will be as it is, that is PART. In the second string, we have to check if any substring spells PARTY. So you can clearly see that this substring here spells PARTY. So only that part will be changed to PAWRI and the rest all thing will remain same. So the resultant string will be ABC, PAWRI and the following characters, that is XYZ. Similarly, for this string, you can see that although you can form the string party using the letters of this string, but it's not a substring because there are two A's here. So you cannot get a substring that spells party. So in this case also the answer will remain as it is, that is PAARTY, no change. In this last example, you can see that there are actually two substrings that spell PARTY, that is party. One is over here, as you can see, and the other one is over here. So both of them will be changed, that is PAWRI. The other letters will remain same, XYZ. Then again we have PAWRI and then we have a following single Y which will remain as it is. So pretty easy, right? So the idea is pretty easy. Just check that whether the substring equals party. If yes, then convert it to PAWRI. Now that we have seen the problem statement, let's quickly see the solution and then the implementation. So the solution is nothing different that we just saw with the examples. It's just that we have to check all the substrings of length 5. Now the question is how to do that. It's simple. We know that each character of the string has an index associated with it. So as we know that this is index 0, this is index 1 and so on. We have the index until n minus 1 where n is actually the length of the string. Okay, so as we know that the indexes are associated, what we can do is that from each index we can check the substring of length 5. That is, from index 0 I can check this substring, that is a substring of 5 letters. I will check if that equals to party, I will replace the letters. If not, I will move forward. That is, I'll discard this and check the next substring, that is starting from index 1. So I'll check these 5 letters now. If this substring equals party, I will replace the letters to PAWRI. If not, I'll just move forward. So this is going to be our process. So as you can clearly see that in this example, until and unless we come to this index, no other substring has the letters PARTY or equals to party, right? So when we come here, it equals party. So here we have to make a change. So we'll just change this R to W, T to R and Y to I, so that it becomes now PAWRI. The PA part remains same, right? And that's it. we have converted the letters. Now we again move forward and check the next substring. So if you continue doing that, you will see that there is one more substring over here that equals to party. So again, we'll just change the letters R to W, T to R, and Y to I. And that's it. That's going to be our solution. The only thing that you need to keep in mind is that from the P you can make an substring of length 5 because there are at least 4 letters available in front of it, right? That is A, R, T and Y. But starting from this R, you cannot make a substring of length 5. So that you have to take care while implementing, that there are enough letters so that you can create a substring of length 5. So that was the solution. Now let's see the C++ implementation of the same. Coming to the C++ implementation, we start by taking the input for number of test cases. Then for each test case, we have to take the input of the string. So I do string S, C in S. Now I have to iterate in my string starting from index 0. For that, I'll write a for loop. So I is equals to 0. The stopping condition will be I plus 4 should be less than the length of the string, because we saw that the string party has 5 characters. So to get a substring of length 5, we should stop at such an I such that I plus 4 is less than the string length. And each time we do an I plus plus. So having done that, we have our for loop ready. Now the only thing left is to check the condition. So if s dot substr, that is a substring of s starting at index I and having the length 5 equals party, then we have to make the necessary changes. What are the changes? The changes are s of I plus 2 equals to w, and then we have to do s of I plus 3 equals r, and then s of I plus 4 equals I. That is, I am changing the last 3 characters of the substring to w, r and I, because we have to change party to PAWRI. And that's it. Once this is done for all the possible substrings of the original string s, we just output the resultant string s, because we are making the changes in place, and then just give a new line character. So that completes our code. Now let's submit this code on CodeChef ID and let's hope for a quick AC. Also, while the code is running, I would like to tell you guys about the competitive programming tutorials that we have. So under this practice and learn section under CPA tutorials, you can find many mini courses on topics like backtracking, linked list, number theory, strings, operations on strings. Okay, basically everything related to competitive programming. So if you want to master CP, I suggest you have a look at these courses. They are taught by our educators, and more content is also available on YouTube. Although the links given over here will link to Unacademy, so I suggest you get started with that. And if you want even more structured content, you can subscribe to our Plus subscription of Unacademy, and you can use my referral code DarshanCool25 to get instant 10% discounts. The Plus subscription comes with some great features like personalized doubt solving, curated content, and many more. Coming back to our question, we have a green tick. That means that our solution is correct.